What's the deal, family? Welcome back to the Real Distraction channel on YouTube. It's your boy Sean, and we back with another video for y'all, man. So look, alright, man. Some of y'all probably like, why didn't he say banger, bro? He's supposed to say we back with another banger for y'all, man. So look, but today I switched it to video because today's an interesting day, bro. Really interesting. Some of you may have seen already. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. If I'm gonna wait a day, if I'm gonna drop them the same day. But some of you may have seen that I did a video, Jefferies gun control. Alright, part 1. Jefferies on gun control part 1. That video I recorded yesterday, May 23rd. It got blocked. I'm in the process of re-uploading a different version that probably won't get blocked. I gotta get through the copyrights and stuff. But as you can see, the actual today is May 24th. So if you don't know what happened, this is all crazy, bro. Like insane. So basically 14 students and 1 teacher were killed in Texas elementary school shooting. I don't even know how long ago this happened. I was out working. I came back home real quick so I can record these videos for y'all. I saw this on Twitter and Facebook and on the news and all stuff, and I was just like, whoa. That is crazy, because I literally just filmed the gun control video, Jefferies, yesterday. And he was saying nothing but facts, bro. Nothing but facts. Watch that video. Yeah, it might be some laughs, and he's a comedian. It's entertaining, all right? But in all seriousness, this just happened today. Don't know when or what time today exactly, but it happened today. So as a preface to this video, I just want to say my condolences to anybody who was involved, to any person who this affected in any way, whether you know somebody, you close to somebody, whether you far away from somebody, but it brings up old wounds in a different situation. I just want to say my condolences to anybody who this affects in any way. And it just goes back to what I was saying in the video, what Jefferies was saying in the video. Like, come on, man. So we gotta be better. I don't know. There's things that could be done. Let's just be honest. There's things that could be done, but I'm not gonna talk like I'm the person who got all the answers. But we all know what can be done, right? Or what should be done that actually would make a difference, not the little side quest shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, there's things that could, strong things that could be done. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's going to be hard to make that happen in America. And I still stand by that. It's going to be hard. Some people hate me for saying that, but I'm just speaking realistically. You know what I mean? I live here. So it's going to be hard to do that, but things need to be done because the shit is getting out of hand, bro. The only reason I even made the other video was because the part 1 video was because of what happened in Buffalo, and even I wanted to waste some time before I even did the video. And the reason it took me so long to really do this video in the first place is because there's mass situations like this happening every damn 2 weeks. So there's never a right time to do this reaction, because it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be comedic, but yeah, it's still real. And sometimes it ain't time to be laughing. You know what I mean? I got a little cousin these are first graders, bro. I got a little cousin who's in first grade. You feel me? Like, it's messed up, bro. And a teacher too. It's crazy. So, shit gotta move better, bro. I don't even know what to say. But we gonna try to see if Jefferies can lighten up the mood for us real quick, but also give us some real facts. Cause there's always truth to the comedic. There's always truth to the comedy that goes on with these stand-ups. So let's check this out, man. Make sure you check out that part 1 too. I'm gonna make sure I re-upload it, and I'm gonna get this one out to y'all today, and I might just drop part 2 as well if I can do that too. So just because the timing is something that, I don't know, people probably need to see, and maybe it being funny, you know, people can grasp it easier than it being so serious and emotional. So anyways, I just wanted to make sure I said that, because I am probably going to be laughing at some of this stuff here. You probably are too if you're watching it. But in all seriousness, this got to stop. Can't have no more of this. You got people targeting people because they're black. You got people targeting people because of this. You got people targeting little kids, bro. Come on, dog. That's like little kids, bro. at school. They supposed to be there to learn, have fun with their friends, meet new people, grow up, learn something, learn how to socialize, all this stuff, eat food, play on the playground, and you got stuff like this happening, bro. Which I don't even understand at that point. Yeah, let's get into this. Jim Jefferies, Gun Control Part 2. I will be pausing a lot because the first one got blocked because I wasn't pausing at all. So I will be pausing it just to make sure I don't have to block out a bunch of content for you guys. Anyways, if you enjoy this stuff, man, hit that like button, subscribe, send me more videos. I do like comedians a lot, so send me more stuff, man, if you got something. And that's pretty much it. Let's get to it.
Second reason, and this is the big one. I'm foreign. And that's pissing the fuck out of you right now. And your brain is on a loop and you can't fucking turn it off. And it's just going around in a circle and you're just going, if you don't like it, go home. If you don't like it, go home.
If you don't know what he's talking about, you gotta watch the part 1 to see where he left off at.
And my answer to that is no. Came here legally, I pay my taxes, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Your First Amendment means that I can say the Second Amendment sucks dicks.
Facts.
And unless you're an American Indian, you're a fucking immigrant as well, so fuck off. People get so precious about...
I actually am American Indian. Bet y'all didn't know that. So yeah, I be feeling some type of way about a lot of stuff. Keep it real with you.
About it. Like, I understand that to Americans your Constitution is very important. I respect it, but please understand that every country has one as well. It's no more special than any other Constitution. We have one in Australia. I don't know what it says. I've never seen it. If there's a problem, we'll check it, but everything's going fine. And don't get me wrong, I get that the Constitution's important to you. I get it, right? I've had people come up to me in my face and scream at me in car parks as I'm leaving the theatre, going, "You cannot change the Second Amendment." And I'm like, yes, you can.
You can.
It's called an amendment. Like,
that I agree with. I've said before it would be so hard to do that, and I've explained why it would be hard to do that, and people took that as me like being stupid, like you could just change it. Duh, we get that. It's the fact that unless you live in America, unless you are like the people here is different, bro. The people here is different. It's usually a certain people, but in general, the people are different. And, we hold a lot of power. We give that whole amendment thing a lot of power for a number of different reasons, right? And different people give the amendments a lot of power for a number of different reasons that fall in line with their situation, their lifestyle, their beliefs, their race, their culture, all that stuff. Real talk, though. So, when I say, it's an amendment, but we put so much more power on amendments than I guess the rest of the world does. Hope that makes sense. But yes, we can change
something. It's called an amendment. See, many of you need a thesaurus more than you need a constitution. And if you don't know what a thesaurus is, get a dictionary, work your way forward. Don't think your constitution is set in stone. You've changed things before.
Yes.
You used to have prohibition in there, right? And then people were like, hey, who likes getting fucked up? Yeah,
shit, like prohibition, slavery, what was oh shit. I literally had like 5 things, man. The 1/8 compromise, the 3/4 compromise, 1/3 compromise, something like that. All types of stuff.
Fucked up too. Let's get that one out. You used to have this other thing in America called slavery.
And it was in the Constitution.
And then Lincoln came along and went, that's it, no more slaves. And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my slaves. And then the same bullshit arguments came out that you have with guns. Why should I have my slaves taken off me? I'm a responsible slave owner. I am trained in how to use my slaves safely. Just because that guy mistreated his slaves doesn't mean that my rights should be taken away
Yo,
from
I
me.
love what he just did with that. I love everything he just did with that, bro. I love that. I love how he just combined those two and made a point out of it. I love that. I give so much respect to that. Because all the times I brought up amendments, I brought up slavery. And the fact that, you know, think about black people. If they say, oh, they can take away this, then we start looking at the 13th like, hey, hold up. Hold up, though. 14th, hold up, though. You know what I'm saying? Make sure those stay locked in. We gotta make sure those is locked in. You know what I mean? You take away that, and just, hey, don't start playing around with these amendments. We gonna need to make sure that slavery's there, you know what I mean?
I use my slaves to protect my family. I keep my slaves locked in a safe. That's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I've done nothing wrong. Look, I agree with you. If you're a responsible gun owner and you don't fuck around with them, then you should be allowed your guns. You really should. But that's not how society works. We have to play to the 1% that are such fuckwits they ruin it for the rest of us. We have to walk as slow as our slowest person to keep society fucking moving, right? I take drugs like a fucking champion, right? We should all be allowed to take fucking drugs, but we can't, can we? Because Sarah took drugs and she stabbed her fucking kids.
That's so true, though.
Thanks, Sarah. You fucked it up for everyone.
So true.
Right? Everyone should be allowed to drive their car as fast as they can do it, right? But we can't because Jonathan got drunk and ran over a family. Thanks, Jonathan! Now I have to drive at 30, you fucking idiot!
That's so true, though.
See, that's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I'm responsible just because that guy's crazy. Who's to say you're not crazy? That's the thing about crazy people. They don't know they're crazy. That's what makes them crazy.
Or you don't know you're emotionally unstable, or you're perfectly fine. And 5 years after you're perfectly fine, regular person with no problems. You go get you a little pistol, get you a couple little guns and shit. Maybe you do it for fun. You got you a little ranch or a little farm, a little open land out back. You just have your little farm or whatever, right? But then you lose your job. Then this happens. Then your wife leave you. Now you got 10 straps, and you got 10 straps, limited money, and you drinking massive amounts of alcohol, and you just don't give a fuck no more. Then what happens? Then you go get it even more experimental and go take some M or take some H or whatever it is, right? And now you take some PC, you know what I'm saying? And then now you tripping, now you tweaking. I mean, you say, oh, you know what I mean? It's that easy. Now you over here reckless and you go do some stupid shit.
The only thing you know for sure on this earth is I think, therefore I am. You know that you exist. Anything past that is open to interpretation, right? You know you exist and that's it. Right now, I think I'm in Boston talking to 1,200 people. That's what I think I'm doing. But there is a good to fair chance that I'm in a mental home standing in front of a white wall going, I hate guns, I hate guns, I hate guns.
Hey. There is always that chance.
See, one of the better arguments is, well, if you take the guns away, then only the criminals will have guns. Not true. When they banned the guns in Australia, it worked. When they banned them in Britain, it worked. Okay, that Bushmaster gun that the kid was going to use in Sandy Hook cost like $1,000 American. You can buy it in Walmart. It'll be delivered to your house. That's it, man. $1,000. Right? That same gun in Australia on the black market costs $34,000.
Exactly.
Now, if you have $34,000, you don't need to be a criminal. You've got $34,000. You're a great little saver. Keep going.
Hey, I said that on the part one though. When you like the criminals still have it, but at least there's less access. less accessibility, higher pricing, all these different things. They got to go somewhere else to somewhere else to somewhere else. In the black market, are they even willing to do that? Is that person that willing to go through all these different people and places and situations and you know, where they could get hurt just by saying something wrong in order to have access to that thing that they, by then, they already thought it out. You know, if all the kid got to do is go to the store, pick it up real quick and go back home, it's live and in action right then and there. That's real.
So that covers the criminals, but that doesn't cover the people who want to murder your family, that are coming after you and your family. It kind of does. Like, the people who do the massacres, it covers them because, okay, the kid at Colorado who thought he was the Joker, let's say that he had some social issues. The kid at Sandy Hook was Asperger's as fuck. Right? I don't know if you know a lot about the black market, but you can't just rock up at the docks going, guns!
Boom.
Who wants to sell me a gun?
For real. For real, though. It don't work like that, not in the streets.
Now, I'm going to wrap this up. We won't talk about it anymore. Now, see, the one thing that I do really agree with the right to bear arms, I really agree with that the real reason it was written was so that you could form a militia to fight against a tyrannical government. In case the government became a bunch of cunts, you could all get your guns and fight back. And that's why it was written. Yeah! And that made a hell of a lot of sense when it was just muskets. But you do know the government has drones, right? You get that?
Right.
You're bringing guns to a drone fight.
They got spy planes,
Like,
blackbirds.
if we went back to muskets, I'm all for it. Keep the Second Amendment. If we all have muskets, muskets are awesome. Every cunt should be carrying a musket with them at all times. You know what's good about the musket? It gives you a lot of time to calm down.
Yo, I've actually shot a musket when I was in middle school. Which might sound crazy, I don't know. To me, it was just normal. But in middle school, they had this dude come with a musket, a real musket too, and we got to shoot him in middle school. Probably it was illegal. It might have been illegal. I don't know. But we shot some muskets. We had to load them and everything. We got to shoot them and all that shit. Probably could have hurt somebody if we really wanted to. That's crazy now that I think about it. But we shot muskets in middle school. And them things take forever, dog. That's a 10-minute process, bro. You won't even know who you fighting by then. Real talk.
Someone calls your wife fat and you're like, fuck you, buddy.
Yo. 10 minutes.
Ah, you're not a bad guy. You're all right.
Oh, shit. Yo, Jim Jefferies Gun Control Part 2, man. Like I said, I'm glad he brought some light to it, man. You know what I mean? But we got to be better, dog. Got to be better. There's things that need to be done. I don't like to speak like I got all the answers. I just throw out options. Throw out options and slight opinions. You feel me? But y'all know what the answer is. It's the same story. It's been the same story for years upon years upon years upon years upon years upon years. And it just happens at a more frequent rate every year, where it goes from once a year to twice a year to 3 times a year. It's just the numbers keep going up, and it's actually insane. I was listening to the news earlier, right before I did this video. I was listening to the news, and it said that 134 kids have been killed by gun violence this year. And I was just like, whoa. That's almost a kid every day. You know what I'm saying? That's like a kid every other day, a kid every day, damn near. Which is insane to me. insane, man. So we gotta be better. Like I said, my condolences and prayers to everybody who was affected by what's been going on, from Buffalo to Texas to any other situations. I had a bunch of friends that went to a festival in Las Vegas, and there was people literally trampling over people because they thought somebody had a gun. And there was already a mass shooting in Vegas years ago. So there was already a mass shooting in Vegas years ago when that dude was in that hotel room picking people off on that was partying and having fun and stuff. So it's just insane, man. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled. Until things change, keep your eyes peeled. Be aware of your surroundings. Even when you feel like you're in a safe place, I know it is not the right way to think and is highly stressful, but like, be aware that, you know, what's your options in case something goes wrong, no matter where you go. I'm always aware of that. Maybe that's just me naturally and the way I grew up and things that I've seen, but you know, for the people who've never experienced, you know, some crazy shit happening around them, be aware of that as much as you can, because the world is crazy, especially America. It is fucking insane. So that's it, man. I'm sorry for talking so much, but I felt like I just had a lot to say. I still got a lot to say that I don't even know how to express. But that's it, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Always keep it real. Real is rare. Real always reaches everyone. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.